Listen. Good evening, Kósmos Church, and welcome to our Christian Youth Fellowship. Today, we are going to have mention on a very important topic. So, today's topic is money matters. So, let me speak to you on a few things. So, as you are growing older, you are basically growing out of, the business of getting a few dollars here and there to buy, sweets, candies, and drinks, toys. That those days are pretty much almost over. You're becoming men and women now. So what you must adapt to is one day you're going to have a job or a career. So now let's start with the difference. What is the difference between a job or a career? Now, a job is something that you just basically do for money. It does not require any skill. So your job could basically be you just go there. You go there every day, you work in exchange for money. Like, say, we have a person around here whose job it is to clean the lenses of these lights that you see sparkling so beautifully. So all he does is open the lights, wipe the lens, close it back up. And he'll do this for 8 hours a day, every day, and I'll give him a total sum of $80. $10 an hour to clean lights. That sounds like a lot of money. But I'm just making an example. I could make bio sound rich if I want to. Come on, people. But still, let's say hypothetically, that's just a job. There is no skill in it. Anybody could do it. I could get a 5-year-old to a 90-year-old to do it. Just as long as you're able-bodied enough to bend down to reach the lights, able-bodied enough to clean the lights, and able-bodied enough to carry a bucket of water. A career now is a job, yes, it's a job that requires skill. Now, careers can be both, can take on different shapes and forms. Career can be a non-profit career or a profitable career. So I work what is called a non-profitable career. I am the pastor of Kósmos Church. So I actually have a new career as the CEO of Kingdom of Heaven Ministries. This is supposed to be a profitable career, but of course the business is new and you don't make profits immediately. It takes a while. So when you are a profitable career, you're supposed to receive a paycheck on either the bi-weekly, weekly, or monthly, or even yearly basis from your company. Now, nobody pays on a yearly basis unless some churches would do that, but those are normally churches where you're supposed to work outside of the church. BIOS was planning to do this to force people to get a job non-church related. But because of certain concerns and lack of participation, we decided to pay on the bi-weekly basis like everybody else. So we basically pay intermittently, meaning we pay on the seventh day we don't pay on the Sabbath, we pay on Sundays. So we pay on the first Sunday, on the second Sunday of the month, and on the fourth Sunday of the month. So that's how we pay intermittently. Now, If that being said, our church, being a nonprofit, I don't get paid for what I do. Now, as a career, being a career pastor, the difference is my job requires skill. So I am ordained, and if you want your career to be a doctor or a lawyer, you would have to go to school. There are different kinds of school. So you have medical school, you have law school. Of course, anything else, you have to go to a vocational school. I went to vocational school. So I've not yet attended seminary, but I did choose to attend vocational school because, see, the seminaries kind of cloud judgments based on different theories in the Bible. And of course, when you go to seminaries, you tend to have to unlearn what you learn upon entering BIOS. So it's best to go to vocational school, and then when you get to BIOS, using the theologians here, they'll teach you and take you further, because we don't want to go through the process of unlearning, because we have carved our own path in biblical studies here at BIOS. So when it comes into the Bible, the smartest way, when it comes into your career, I'm sorry, I think I went on a rabbit trail there. The best way is to continue your education. Careers are education based, jobs are not. So that's why you can just get a job at a fast food restaurant delivering pizza. It does not require any skills. You see, in Bible days, there were no such thing as a career. Everything was a job. But see, nowadays, there are careers that you can do and they pay out a lot more money. So now let's talk about profit margins. So of course, you know, the higher the degree, the better the um the pay. So if that being said, more education, please. Look at this. Per educational degree. Yes, I am bothering Google because I want to be precise. Can't type in this darkness, so payment amount per educational degree. Let's start with high school first. So, how much money is an high school dropout expected to make? The
According
average
to PBS, the average dropout can expect to earn an annual income of $20,241, according to the U.S. Census Bureau.
So let's take a look at this. So if you drop out of high school, your average is going to be $20,000. Now, the average job a high school dropout can get is going to be in a grocery store. If you fall short and get one of those fast food, to me, getting a can only get landing a fast food job being the only job you can get. To me, that's a get back in school, please message from God. To me, that's what that means. God is telling you, you know what? Stop looking for a job and get yourself back into school. When he makes luck that way where you can only get fast food jobs and you can't get a job at a store, I'm not saying that you choose to get a fast food job or you want one or that's what you can do or whatever, that's all you can do. But if you notice that no store is hiring and all you can get is fast food and that's it, and your money is not coming in good, correct me if I'm wrong, but my interpretation, because I've been there before, don't take that little bit of money, go back to school, graduate, and you will be blessed with 30,000 and $600. $30,600 a year. That's how much the average high school graduate would make. Now, if you have a bachelor's degree, you can make a $60,000. $60,000. So you know education speaks. And then of course, if you have your doctorate degree, and then I'm gonna close, let's take a look at that. How much can a person with a doctorate degree make?
Here's a summary from smartasset.com. You might think that Americans with a doctorate would earn more than those with a professional degree, but in fact they earn less. Median weekly earnings for workers with doctorates are $1,623. That's $84,396.
$84,000. $84,000. Now, if you get one in the field of in the pastoral field, I don't know what you're gonna do because, like I said, your local church isn't paying you. You're not gonna just get paid more money from your local church. BIOS does not pay its pastors, okay? So if you come here with a doctorate degree, first of all, it depends. You could get a doctorate degree from any university. There's a chance we might not even recognize it because it has to be from here. And then, of course, you have to pass our test. So, well, not the degree itself, the knowledge. The knowledge. It's not the degree, it's the knowledge. We'll take your degree, we'll respect your title, but it's the knowledge. So you have to pass our test. But it doesn't matter. It's all for naught. We are not going to pay our pastors. The only people who gets paid here are lay people. That's why the maximum wage here at BIOS is $10 an hour. That is the maximum wage. The minimum wage here at BIOS Cosmos Church is $7.20 for adults and $6 for children. And I do mean children under the age of 15. You have to be, I think the minimum age for working here at BIOS is at least 13 years old. And if you are working, you cannot do anything physical. You have to be an intern to somebody who is doing spiritual work, that you can't do anything physical. So paid work is for intern minors. So it's against the law to hire anybody under the age of 15 here at BIOS for any purpose unless you're like having them assistant teaching a class, having them assisting that's it, having them assistant teaching a class, having them assistant filing tickets, and that's it. That's it. Your abilities are limited because we have child labor laws here that also say minors here are not allowed to do any more than 2 hours of work. And how we Minors are classified here at BIOS as people under the age of 15. So once you go over the age of 15, you're classed as an adult in our system. But see, you're protected adult until you're the age of 26. So you don't get full 100% rights either. So young adults, they can't be, they're treated like adults, but they're not 100%. They still have these one few limitations. So of course, they still have to be protected, and of course, young adults, they have to be treated a lot better with protection because they're new, they're protected, they can't have the book thrown at them in the Justice Department and things like that here at Bibles. So that's why the Christian Youth Fellowship is advertising this to say, if you know anybody in college, send them here. The church will not condemn them. This is a good place to seek spiritual help and spiritual counseling. And, and if you know any younger children that's eager to get into, get into spiritual dealings, send them here as well. If you know any that's eager to learn about the Bible, learn about the Word of God, purely educational, send them here. But as far as money goes, your education, I just showed you, it's important because it makes you longer. And let's talk about this teenage pregnancy. I did not really close. That baby